While walking in a toy store the day before today, I overheard a crayon box with many things to say.
Puppy is a brown bear, Daddy's a cat.
Wait, does?
Lump is kind of purple.
That's right.
The sheriff's lost his hat.
Again?
Jack lives in a box.
It's got its ups and downs.
The Gallup sisters sing, and Hugo gallops round.
Tally-ho!
The crayon box, the crayon box, where anything can happen. It's time to watch the crayon box. So come on and start clapping. Piggy Banks is very pink,
And equally as cute, I think.
which brings us to the baby who will end this song and take us to the crayon box. The crayon box, where anything can happen. It's time to watch the crayon box. And thank you all for clapping.
Life is full of things to learn, many old and new.
But if you don't ask the question why, do you
think you'll ever have a clue?
Bubby, could I ask you a question?
Why, sure, Piggy.
Why does it snow?
It snows because when the weather turns cold, the rainwater in the clouds freezes and it falls to the ground as snow.
But Bubby, why does it get cold?
Well, it gets cold because it's winter.
But Bubby, I was wondering, why does winter happen?
Well, winter happens because the sun's rays aren't reaching us in the same way that they do during the summer.
But why?
Piggy, you are the whyingest fellow we know.
Why?
Why?
Why? Why do mosquitoes like to bite us? Why don't your rats get laryngitis? Why does a seahorse go to sea? Why should that be? Do you know? Not me. Why is a tangerine so tangy? Why is Count Dracula so fangy? Why don't we have 11 toes? Well, I suppose that somebody knows. What does the Leaning Tower mean? Why isn't each day Halloween? Why ain't it easy being green? If by and by you'll figure out why, please get in touch. I thank you so much. Why are galoshes such a bummer? Why wasn't Schroeder born a drummer? Why do I keep on asking why? Who knows? Not I. Good luck and goodbye.
Girls, you really shouldn't make fun of Piggy for asking questions.
But he keeps asking and asking.
Excuse me, but it gets really boring.
Yarn City.
Don't let them bother you, Piggy. It's really smart to ask questions when you don't know something.
It is?
Well, sure. How else are you going to learn new things? As a matter of fact,
I can guess. I bet you have a story about asking questions.
wrong. I have two. This first story is called Lump and the Beanstalk.
Oh, that is a familiar ring to it. Oh, me and Hugo are in this. Oh, dear.
One day, Lump's mother told him to go to the market and sell the family cow.
But, Mom, I love the family cow.
Ow! Moo.
Lump hated the idea of selling the cow, but he had been to obedience school and he knew he had to obey his mother.
Sorry, Bossy.
Sorry, Bossy. Why do I always have to play the cow in this story? I know. Why don't you play the cow?
Well, because you're wearing the bell.
Drats.
So off they went. On their way, they met a peddler.
Well, howdy do there, kiddies. Mighty fine day we got here, Oh, and there's a mighty fine cow you got there.
What I do for art.
How'd you like to sell that there cow? for a brightly colored bag full of beans.
Can I ask you a question?
Shoot.
Why would I want to sell my cow for a handful of beans?
Because they're magic beans.
How magic?
Well, you plant them, and overnight, a beanstalk will grow clear up to the sky.
So what?
So you can climb up it and get to the giant.
Why would I want to do that? I don't like giants.
Yeah, but don't you want to steal the giant's magic harp and the bag of gold and the goose that laid the golden egg?
I went to obedience school, and I learned that stealing is wrong. Come on, Bossy. Let's get out of here.
Moo.
Yeah, but... Oh, darn. That trick never works. What am I going to do with these beans? Hey, Missy! I'll trade you these beans for that there nice fancy hat you're wearing.
When Lump and Bossy got to market, it turned out that nobody wanted to buy a one-legged cow. So Lump, his mother, and Bossy lived happily ever after. You see, girls, in the story we just read, by asking a few questions, Lump managed to avoid a beanstalk, a giant, and a bunch of danger.
Not to mention 20 years in the slammer for harp stealing.
This next story is called Baberella. Baberella really wanted to go to the ball.
I never get to do anything fun. It's just work, work, work. Boy, I really want to go to that ball. I sure could use a fairy godmother right about now.
As Baberella said this, something extraordinary happened.
Whoa! Who are you?
I am your fairy god kitten.
Well, I guess beggars can't be choosers.
Yes. And tonight, you are going to the ball.
Wow! You are one talented kitten.
Yes, I know. Have fun tonight, but be sure to be back before midnight. The dress is rented and has to go back then.
Gee, I didn't have time to thank her.
So Baberella got to go to the ball. When Baberella entered, not even her own stepsisters recognized her.
Look at that dress. Wow.
Who's the mysterious princess?
Who? Beats the owl feathers out of me.
I've got to find out who she is. But how?
Well, Princey, old pal, I'm no rocket scientist. I'm a king, you know. But couldn't you just ask her?
Just ask her. Dad, you're brilliant.
Yay, that's why I get the big bucks, sonny boy. And the jewels and stuff like that.
Hi. Do you come here often?
No, this is my first time.
Would it be all right if I asked you a question?
Oh, hey, you're the prince. You can do pretty much what you want.
Oh, that's right, isn't it? Okay, what's your name?
Baberella,
No, that wasn't too hard. Can I ask you another question?
I guess.
What's your phone number?
Why do you want to know that?
I thought I'd call you up and ask you to marry me.
Why would I want to do that? I don't even know you.
Hey, I'm a prince.
Well, excuse me. Like princes aren't yesterday's news. I want to marry somebody I know. Somebody I like. Somebody who's intelligent and sensitive and cares about me. But thanks, it was a swell party.
Well, I'm glad I asked. At least I saved myself a lot of time racing around the kingdom with a glass slipper. I hope her coach turns into a pumpkin.
And Baberella lived adventurously ever after. The end. So, did you all like that story?
I did.
And did you learn anything from the story?
Yep, we learned that not every girl wants to marry a prince.
Though I can't imagine why.
Me neither.
Okay, I guess that's one lesson, but what about asking questions?
What about it?
In the first story, Lump learned, by asking questions, that he didn't want to trade his cow for beans. And in the second story, the prince learned that by asking questions, he'd saved himself a lot of grief.
Ah, don't forget about the beautiful, mysterious princess.
How could we?
I mean, if she hadn't asked some smart questions, she might not have learned what a loser the prince was.
And if a certain handsome, mysterious pig hadn't asked a bunch of questions, we might not have heard those two stories.
Yeah.
Hear these words and learn them well. Who, what, when, where, why.
They'll help you learn most anything.
So ask away and don't be shy.